Okay, fast forward a few fucking hours, and what I've done is I've looked at more of the connectors and everything, and the only thing under here that I was able to find that might be shorting, I guess, was right on here. There's 3 wires coming out, a green and a red, a white and a green, and then a orange, or I think it's orange and yellow. And the orange and yellow one had just a tiny break in the I know what it's called, I just can't think of it, like the sleeve thing or whatever, the protecting whatever. It had like a little crack in it, and so I could see exposed wire. So I ripped all this shit back to here. Probably need to like recover it once I... Holy shit, sorry, I'm shivering, my video's fucking all over the place. So yeah, I did that. I took that off yet again to make sure there's fuel up to there. I was gonna rip the whole fucker off and see about getting a new fuel filter, which I would really rather not do, but as you can hear, I got the car started. After I did that, I just put my intake back on. This was the previous hole that this was in. This right here is a new gasket thing or whatever. I don't care if doesn't need to be a big deal. It's fucking $6. I feel better about it or whatever now. Got the whole thing on. As you can see, when it's running, working. However, if you can see from here, something down there is smoking. And I spilt my coffee on everything yesterday, but I don't feel like that would still be burning off. Maybe it smells. Oh, I hear my engine. Might be sputtering out. Oh, it picked itself up a little bit. But yeah, it doesn't smell like oil, doesn't smell like antifreeze. Like, it very well may be my coffee, but it just sort of concerns me because it's, well, still smoking. I don't know if you can see that well here. Can't really tell through the video, but this area right down here, I know my alternator is back there, but I don't know yet, I guess, what this is. But it is a little bit, like, visibly damp. Like, you can see that, like, little bit of stuff right there. And you can see it's sort of, not a huge puddle, it's just wet. And again, I think if this is sort of the area where my coffee spilt again, so I don't know if I can really attribute all that to that. Yeah, so how did I get my car started, you ask? I had to turn my steering wheel sideways. And I had to turn it one way, I had to turn it the other, and I just kept cranking it, turning it around, because I'm on a fucking wild goose chase underneath here trying to figure out what cord or whatever the hell is shorted, is touching something else. I really do not know. I cannot find anything. The only one I saw up here was this one. It was a little loose, so I mean, it wasn't horrible at all. It was just a teeny tiny bit, and I think that honestly could have been attributed to me just fucking with the whole panel stuff or whatever. I used I used my schematic thing right here and looked at all the amps, I guess, that the... Fuck, I can't hold it, I'm shaking too much. Just making sure, I guess, they were all right. I checked them before, and up in, like, the plastic part, it didn't seem... Here, I'll rip out one. That's a... No, I won't. Oh, yeah, right here. So, here's one of my spares, for example. I don't know if you can see that. So, up in this area, it doesn't look like brown or burnt or anything like that to me. But, come on, work with me here, work with me. So that part right there doesn't seem super, but I mean, you can even see down here, those are, I don't know if that's oxidated or whatever, like they're sort of brown on almost all of the ones that I'm looking at now at this point, going back and fucking triple checking everything. But I also noticed that some of them, back into my spares, so some of them, specifically the fuel pump and the ignition coil, those are both 15 amps and 15 amps. And I only have 3 15 amps up here. I moved them all around and tried shuffling them out, seeing if anything would really help. I honestly don't know if it did anything, but they're all sort of the same. And when I did that first, the I knew that wasn't in there. When I first checked the fuel pump thing and everything, I thought everything was fine, but at the same time I wasn't looking at the schematic. Now that I'm looking at it, I think that the wrong amperage was on it, because now if I remember right, this one right here being the fuel pump one, I'm pretty sure that was 20 that was in there. And so I switched it out to another one that said 15, but I don't know why somebody would have put it in there the wrong one, unless they were like last resort in it. I don't know. So I have a pretty good feeling already this is gonna happen. But oh, and also for the video, I had this thing right here, this relay from underneath here, right in front of the brake pedal. And I had changed it, or I had taken it out, and I used the multimeter, and I thought I did it correctly to tell me that it wasn't doing any voltage or whatever, wattage, voltage, amperage, whatever the fuck. And so I brought it to Napa, got a new one, and my car was at the crank no start stage, and so then I changed the relay out, and it turned to no crank, no start. And that didn't make sense to me. So I changed it back, and then it went back to no crank, or I'm sorry, it went back to crank no start. So the way I got this started, I took off all the paneling and everything. I've been fucking with that for a hot minute, and trying to chase all the wires and everything down. And honestly, I'm really not seeing, unless I'm needing to like take off all this shielding shit, unless I need to take all that out in order to literally look down the entire cable and then tape the whole thing back up. I'm not understanding where. However, I know it's got to be part of the problem in here, because the only way I could get the engine to start was by turning my wheel either left or right. Currently it looks like it's in the right. I was turning it right or whatever. Only by turning my wheel and cranking it was I able to get it to start. If I turned my wheel too much, it just would sit there and crank, but it wouldn't start. Finally, I just kept there going and everything back and forth, left and right and everything, just sort of going quarter turn at a time with the wheel to see if there's a magic spot or whatever, and it fucking started. That blew my mind. So I am going to suspect that as soon as I start turning the wheel, actually what I'm going to do first is I'm going to check my blinker, see if that kills anything. And if it doesn't kill anything, I'm going to turn my wheel and see if that kills it. And in that case, I again have looked under here and I'm not seeing anything that like touches the wheel turner, whatever the fuck that's called. So there's like this is the only other thing that I've talked about in another video that I probably haven't shared, but it's got like a it's not a screw, it's like let me see if I can show you a little better. Yeah, there you go. So that thing right there goes up to this thing right here. Oh, it's got two sides to it. Can't really see the other side. There's the other side right there. And I took a wrench a minute ago and I tightened this screw in the middle up to see if that would help, because this again is just a tiny bit loose. I don't know if it's supposed to be like that, so it gives a little play, but I did it anyway. So that's what I've done so far into there. I've checked all these little, where's my thing? I've checked all these, all the ones on the top. And I don't know, this right here, Matt said, is my alarm. And that's where this rogue wire is coming from. So apparently I don't need to fuck with that either, which makes me feel good. It's one less wire I need to fuck with. So, okay, so moment of truth. I'm going to turn the wheel around and I'm going to see if it dies. If it doesn't die, then I'm going to stick it in reverse. Oh, I don't want to do that because then I'm going to go down a hill actually, and then I have to push this fucker back up myself. Maybe I'll just stick it into neutral and see if it changes right away. So, try to get a backwards view here. Okay, I hear my engine go a little bit. My RPMs are going up. Oh shit, where you can see that here. My RPMs are going up as I'm turning it. See that? Okay, so that's a little bit to the left. Blinker on. That didn't kill it, that's good. I'm gonna go up. Somebody was saying it possibly might have to do with my power steering. Taking too much power, I guess, from the engine or the battery. Alright, I've rotated this like 2 times now. Oh, I thought this thing kept spinning. I was like, did I disconnect something? Alright. Going back left. That was all the way to the right. And I'm going back left. And left turns of where I've noticed I'm having the problem. It's all the way left. Okay, I'm gonna go back to the middle. Alright, now I'm gonna turn the fucker off and see if I can turn it back on. Sorry, it's on video. Alright, I'm gonna shut this door a little so that damn beeping sound goes away. Alright, now I'm trying to turn it, wheel in the center. Holy fucking shit, it just started again. Trying to see if it's gonna play a trick on me. And I don't even have the jumper cables on right now, which is blowing my mind. Got like a quarter tank of gas. I got some in the trunk. I can put some in here if I need to, but all right, turning it off. Now for shits and giggles, I'm gonna turn it halfway to the right. Holy shit. I don't even know what to do right now. I'm so fucking pumped. Alright, I'm gonna turn it again. Also, when I was doing this initially to start it, this little lever deal right here, which adjusts my tilt, I had dropped it down, I dropped it up, just trying to move my steering column around, and once I got it started, I just locked it sort of in position, and it was like about midway, I'd say. I really don't know what to think right now. I don't even know what I did, if I did anything to fix it. I don't know if that was that wire. I don't know if me twisting this fucker around, if I touch something, turning it off. Oh my god, I'm seriously gonna fucking flip a switch. I can't believe this. I can't believe it's happening. Alright. I don't know if the intake being on there helps or anything. I don't care at this point because it's fucking running. I just want to go apologize to all the neighbors for me turning it over 1,000 times and not working. Shout out to Chad down there for letting me use my jumper cables, or his jumper cables. Wow, yeah, I don't even know what to say. I'm glad I got this shit on video. Alright, so I'm going to just... I don't know if that will help with the intake at all, just keeping it on warmer, I guess. I don't know. So next test I'm going to do is I'm going to turn this bitch off. I'm going to go inside and I'm going to warm up for a little bit. And I'm going to come back out and see if I can start it again. If I can, then I'm going to start putting the... It's not my dash, it's whatever this is called. Paneling. I'm going to put all that on again. I just have to turn it again for my curiosity's sake. I know if I move that lever, it's going to probably fuck with something. Turning it off, key out, and again. Oh my god! Oh, sweet baby Jesus. Alright, so I'm gonna turn it off. Like I said, go take a break. This will be uploaded on YouTube probably next year based on the internet speed around here, so see you soon.